We have selected one of today's graduates to speak about his experiences at National Louis University. Exekiel Aranez was born in Cebu, Philippines. Exekiel has noted that he is very grateful that God allowed his parents to work in the United States of America, and he tells us that he is humbled by this opportunity to share his story. Though the transition to living in the United States was difficult, he was able to adapt to American culture. He graduated from Shorewood High School. In 2003, President George W. Bush declared war on Iraq. Exekiel immediately flew to San Diego, California to join the United States Marine Corps. He was a non-commissioned officer assigned as an infantryman on the front lines during the Battle of Ramadi, Iraq. He provided 8 years of faithful service in the U.S. military. He went back to college after his military duty was completed. He wanted to continue to serve by giving back to his communities. He studied sociology, earning associate and bachelor's degrees. Exekiel wanted to understand the complexities and issues of social change and inequality. Outside of the classroom, he loves to read books and write a blog. He preaches to many apostolic and Pentecostal churches within Southeast Asia, especially in the Philippines. Some of his volunteer work includes coaching at a high school wrestling team, mentoring high school students in science, tutoring elementary students in mathematics, teaching English language to refugees, and teaching Tagalog language to Filipino communities. Today, Exekiel obtains his Master of Arts in Public Policy and Administration degree. Exekiel plans to continue learning by pursuing a doctorate, striving to be a game changer for God, his family, his friends, communities, and for himself. He hopes to focus his doctoral research on Veterans Affairs reform and healthcare assistance to military veterans. Exekiel hopes to keep his dreams alive through faith, confidence, determination, and dedication to serve. Please join me in welcoming Exekiel Aranez.
Oh, thank you, guys. All right. I would like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for this wonderful journey here at the NLU. Thank you all so much. On behalf of the National Louis University, Chicago, Illinois, land of Lincoln, my dear families and friends, my fellow veterans, fellow students, professors, faculties, and staffs, and everyone here today, I come to you as a first-generation graduate student. Let me express my deepest gratitude for the privilege to speak on this 2017 commencement. Today is a very particular honor for me to express that burdens of my heart while pursuing a master's degree. My parents named me Exekiel, or God is my strength from the Holy Bible. I grew up in Seattle, Washington, in pursuit of happiness, thinking and believing that I too would have an American dream, regardless with no social and human capitals. After my high school graduation, it was the time that America's heart was broken from the 9/11. This was one of my motivations that I made it in the United States Marine Corps, to make a difference to our great diverse communities. In the infantry division, I served more than 7 deployments to many countries. 2 of those deployments were part of the Operation Iraqi Freedom. I was 19 when I walked on the Desert Storm at Ramadi, Iraq. This was the age that resonated me the most because it is full of regrets. I would take a bullet from you, Z, my brother in the Marines said. He was a fine fellow Marine, a tall man with a great smile. He believed that we all must make sacrifices to achieve our dreams, but sometimes we must sacrifice ourselves for a greater good. He died in front of me during the Battle of Aramati. He stepped on an intermediate explosive device. I was shattered from the horrific event. How could I return back home now without him in my team? What should I say to his family? How could I face his mother and daughter and everyone who loves him? I couldn't move on when he passed away. I was stuck in the dark circle. I was discouraged. I had no hopes for my future. I wish that I just had told him to stay behind the operation, and I should have just walked my own wounded Marine to the medevac Humvee. I just wish I disobeyed his command. I wouldn't have to sleep at night thinking anything in my nightmares of what could I have done to save him. This is my common combat Marine story that many war veterans could relate upon. Losing hope is one of the reasons why veterans are suffering one death in every 22 days. It is like a battlefield in our own homeland. I need to do something for over 300,000 veterans who died while waiting for their benefits in education and medical care. I cannot hide anymore, nor sleep with my fears no more. I need to move on because I love this country. I love the people living in it. I saw many of our incredible men, servicemen and women, willing to sacrifice their lives for the country that we all love. Freedom is free because they fight to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States all over the world. They bleed for an American flag. For all their dedication, I want to make sure that all their services are worth fighting for, that all their services are worth dying for. I cannot give up now because I am bound to win. My degree is dedicated to the families who have lost their loved ones. Families are left behind. I want those families to know that I will never stop fighting for you, the servicemen and women, and our military veterans. You see, my Marines, my brother's family is my family now. We are going to take care of one another. This is the true ordeal of the U.S. Marines' responsibilities to age with dignity. It is my hope for equity, economic, and social justice to our military veterans. I cannot let down for those who believe in me. This is my Filipino-American way. I value the NLU community. It gives hope to my mission that my goals could come into a reality. My aim was to study for the Public Policy and Administration program to find new ways to resolve issues about the Veterans Affairs reform. Stepping up on this program in the Chicagoland, together with the 2017 cohort, has taught me valuable lessons to communicate clearly and collaborate patiently. I am thankful for the faculties and staffs who set that guidance for all the students' success, that when we graduate in 2017, we could leverage our confidence to lead the causes that we believed in. There are many underrated professors who work at the NLU. These professors are actually commendable through their wide inspirational experiences and intellectual professorships. One of these professors is Professor Clinton E. Stockwell. Out of the many professors, Professor Stockwell stood out the most because he failed me during my midterms. His feedback were very simple. Read, write, rewrite, and rewrite, and do it all over again. Through that, I take my readings and writings very seriously. His valuable feedback improves my skills in reading and writing. Professor Stockwell, I hope that these words reach out to you. It was a joy having you as a professor. I am forever grateful from your wisdom. Thank you so much for your time and effort to help me better in my curriculum. I am honored to take part for my school because here I had an opportunity to join the National Society of Leadership and Success. The learning that I receive from many leaders around the globe gives me eagerness to face any insurmountable obstacles that may come on my way. That in spite of any difficulties and disadvantages, I would still be successful. My journey here at National Louis University is very lucrative. My mistakes don't define me, but it guides me to fight for the people who are broken. It leads me to fight for the causes that I believed in. I believe that all lives matters. I believe that it doesn't matter what you are or where you came from. You need to be treated kindly to be peacefully here in the United States, regardless of your status, religion, color, race, ethnicity, gender, and many other labeling and stereotyping to all humankind. There are so much work to be done. Many of our fellow human beings facing abuse, neglect, and homelessness. Many of them earn minimum wages, addiction, victims of domestic violence, lack of affordable housing, healthcare, mental health illness, LGBTQ rejections, and children lack of resources. They deserve better. These are the causes that remind to all of us, my brothers and sisters, hear me, that whenever you feel discouraged, always remember that there are dreams worth achieving for. Benjamin Franklin once said, "If you would not be forgotten as soon as you are dead and rotten, either write things worth reading or do things worth writing." I thought of this quote as a true genius of America because through reading and writing, you could understand a little bit about the people living in this beautiful world. This is the burdens of my heart and my motivations to let everyone know that nobody can talk you out in your dreams. After all, this is our time to graduate. This is our 2017 graduation. It is my sincere hope and desire that all of us, in our success today, be the beginning of our tomorrow's achievements. Congratulations to you, the class of the 2017. Thank you all so much. May God bless you and may God bless the United States of America.